Everyone knows Memoirs of a Geisha, the book and the movie that mesmerized the world with the story of a young girl named Sayuri, rising from poverty to become a legendary geisha. But here's the real question. Was Sayuri real? Or was she just a beautiful illusion created by an American writer? Today, we're diving deep into the truth behind Memoirs of a Geisha. Over the next 2 hours, we'll uncover the history of geisha, the real-life inspirations, the controversies, and the cultural impact that shook both Japan and the West. Buckle up! This isn't just a movie review. This is a journey into hidden history. Arthur Golden publishes the novel in 1997. Instant worldwide hit. Millions of copies translated into dozens of languages. For many Western readers, this was their first glimpse into the mysterious geisha world. But here's the twist. Japanese readers were shocked, because much of it didn't match reality. Sayuri is fictional, but Golden based her on interviews with Minako Iwasaki, one of Kyoto's most famous geisha. Problem: Minako never agreed to be exposed. In geisha culture, privacy is sacred. When the book revealed too much, she sued Arthur Golden for defamation. This turned into a huge scandal, because for the first time, the private world of geisha was dragged into a courtroom. Minako Iwasaki versus Arthur Golden. Why she was furious. Geisha aren't prostitutes, but Memoirs blurred the line. Western readers thought geisha courtesans, when in reality geisha are artists of dance, music, and performance. The lawsuit settled out of court, but the damage to geisha reputation had already been done. Her story in detail. Born into a geisha house in Kyoto, trained from childhood, became one of the most celebrated geiko in Gion. Entertained politicians, royalty, and celebrities. Retired young because she felt the geisha world was too restrictive. Wrote her own book, Geisha of Gion, or Geisha, A Life, to correct the myths spread by Golden. Compare Sayuri's story versus real geisha lives. Example: the mizuage, coming-of-age ritual in the novel, was portrayed as being auctioned to the highest bidder. In real history, that practice was not universal, and in modern times considered deeply inaccurate. Highlight how Memoirs dramatized geisha life to fit Western storytelling. What geisha really are: artists, musicians, entertainers, not sex workers. Their training: shamisen, dance, tea ceremony, conversation, poetry. Their role in Kyoto and Japanese society. Why geisha became such a strong cultural symbol. Chapter 7. Hollywood's Memoirs of a Geisha. 15 minutes, 2005 movie adaptation. Visually stunning, won Oscars. Cast included Zhang Zi, Gong Li, Michelle Yeoh, all Chinese actresses playing Japanese geisha. This sparked controversy in Japan and China. Many Japanese critics argued the movie turned geisha into exotic fantasy objects for Western eyes. Despite controversy, the book and film boosted worldwide fascination with geisha. Cosplay, fashion, anime references, art exhibitions, geisha imagery became global shorthand for mystery and elegance. But it also reinforced stereotypes and misunderstandings. Are geisha symbols of oppression or empowerment? Some argue they were women trapped in a rigid system. Others argue they had unique independence compared to average women in old Japan. Minako herself said, "We were not victims. We were professionals." Today, the book and movie remain iconic, but controversial. Minako's counter-narrative reminds us, truth matters, not just the fantasy. Memoirs gave the world a fairy tale version of geisha, but the real history is even richer and more complex. So, was Sayuri real? The answer is no. She was a fictional character, built on fragments of a real woman's story, but twisted for drama. Memoirs of a Geisha may be beautiful, but it also misled millions about what geisha truly are. And yet, that controversy gave us something priceless: the chance to talk about geisha, their art, and their culture in a deeper way. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe for more untold legends, and share this video with a friend who loves history with a twist. Because remember, behind every myth, every movie, and every story lies a truth waiting to be uncovered.